in the darkness, everything it mixed together. Gases, protons, all kind of other shit mixed together for billions and billions of years, and then blue, the sun was created. Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's why it says in the you gotta wait for it. See, that's the thing about the thoughts. You gotta sit there and wait for them to come.
Sound speed. Camera rolling.
Why you clap like that? You got a problem or something? I'm trying. You clapping like that? Why you clapping like that?
Just ready for us to go. It's showtime.
Yeah, you don't know what the clap is for. See, listen, I don't think every sound is a vibration, and every sound does something to you, right? You just clap, you just shot the system, right? Listen, you try to shot me back, you got to kind of like be shot to it to stay in it, right? Yeah, yeah. They kind of like do it against your will. Listen, and nobody have free will. I know you about to say, yeah, everybody have free will, but if everybody have free will, then everybody can think freely, but nobody can create a thought.
What makes you think that you can't create your own thoughts?
Oh, do it.
Where I can construct my own thoughts in a
No,
question.
no, you can't do it. You got to wait for it. See, that's the thing about the thoughts. You got to sit there and wait for them to come. Right. Listen, a lot of people want to say they make their thoughts and they do that, but everybody's watching this. You have to sit right there in one spot and you wait for a thought to come. And then you choose which one you want to.
So if you feel that you have to wait for your thoughts to come, do you feel like you have no free will?
You have free will to you. Oh, listen, I'm going to say this. Listen, what we have is the idea of free will. See, we have a free will to choose any thought we want, dive into it. But a lot of times that free will leads to disease, mental disabilities that a lot of people can't handle.
Are you referring to diseases that people have genetically or diseases that are just
Listen, ain't no genetics. Listen, a lot of people think it's genetics, but ain't no genetics. A lot of people think they have kids, but ain't no kids. Listen, everybody is God having human experience. So if I'm God having human experience, how can I have a kid? And it don't make sense. The kid has to be God having a human experience as well.
genetically a kid is a breakdown of you? So
No,
why would you not believe that?
listen, genetically, everything is energy. But I'm going to talk about what you say because genetics can be changed. A lot of people think it can't, right? Listen, genetics, of course, it does come from the bloodline, right? But that can be changed because the idea of changing that is to change your magnetic field, right? Because, like, you do have a physical body and you do have a astral body, right? But one of them controls the other. It's not the other way around, right? So your astral body controls your physical body. So if you suffer from what they call diabetes. And so your diabetes started from your family. Your mother had it first and now you got it. Of course, that's a bloodline, but that can be changed by fixing your magnetic system.
So what's an example of fixing your magnetic system?
It's kind of difficult. And you have to give your, I'm just gonna keep it real, right? You gotta put your body in a safe environment to heal, right? A lot of times people eat, listen, let me say this, right? The wrong environment to live off of is the environment that we live in now. It's like the food, right? Because you eat the food and your body trying to digest the food, but those cells can't fix the things that need to be fixed. It can't do the healing, right? So for you to understand that, you got to understand two things, right? One, you're killing yourself. So every disease is man-made, right? Man-made from the person, not from the government. Everybody want to put it on the government, but you can't blame the government. Nobody put that burger in your mouth and made you eat it. Right? I'm just keeping it real, right? So you can't blame the government. Everybody want to blame the government, blame society, but society ain't put no gun in nobody's head and made nobody do shit. Everybody chose to do it.
So do you believe there's no limitations to what you can heal mentally?
Listen, I'm gonna say this. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Neither. There is no chicken, there is no egg. Right? There is no disease, gang, because this reality that we live in is a hoax.
So do you believe somebody can heal themselves from serious diseases such as cancer?
Cancer itself is not a disease, but listen, let me tell you this, right? Everybody think cancer is a disease, but what cancer do is your cells in your body, they clump right together, all in one, right? And they say, yo, these are the bad cells, right? They're about to cure itself. But you know what the doctor do? They poke it. Once they poke a hole in it, it spread everywhere, then take over your body, and weeks later you dead. Right? But listen, but that cancer need to be one thing need to happen for that cancer to go away. What do you do to a person that's in your house and you want them to leave? You starve the bitch. So if you want the cancer to leave, you gotta starve it. So what you gotta starve it from? The fucking food. Because the cancer eat the food. Right? Yeah, like, oh, the cancer eat the food. So if the cancer eating the food and the cancer steady growing and the doctor steady sticking you and it's steady spreading, who killed you? The doctor or the cancer?
So would that be an act of the government, or is this just an act of
listen. If I want to put it on the government, but the government is clueless too. Listen, let me tell you this, right? The government is clueless. Listen, the government don't even know what's going on. Listen, God is so good, he tricked the world. It's a flip flop, right? Everybody think that God is like the angel version. God is the demon version. Him and his 8 friends made this world, right? So even the elites are confused. Listen, there's nothing more dangerous than a man that's doing wrong but think he's doing right. Right? So everybody in position think they doing right. But listen, what everybody don't understand is no such thing as right or wrong. There's no duality. It's not about right or wrong. It's all about intentions. And the motherfuckers' intentions be fucked up, right? But just to answer your question, right, it's not the elites. But everybody want to blame it on the elites. Listen, I'm gonna say this. Anybody that put anything outside they self is a bitch. It ain't no enemy. Right? It ain't no enemy gang. Only enemy is you. The only enemy is your fucking mind.
Now, you stated something that God is a trickster. You've been compared to be a trickster.
Loving you is easy cause you're beautiful. Everybody. Listen, the hoes don't love a trick. Listen, everybody complain about everything, say everything a trick, but the world is a trick, but everybody love a trick, right? Listen, everybody love a trick until the trick is on them, right? So call me what the fuck you want, right? Listen, I'm a trick to those that think I'm a trick because I can control the mind. Listen, let me tell you this, right? In my mind, I'm rich. If a motherfucker think I'm broke and poor, what the fuck can I do? Can I go in their mind and take it out so they don't think about me like that? But that's what everybody think, right? Listen, life, the world is like the weather. You don't know what the fuck gonna happen. Whatever can happen, you got something for it. When the rain come, I got a raincoat. So if people think I'm just up, I tell them long as I ain't zesty. It don't really matter, right? But I am a zesty game because, like, listen, I'm here to trick the world. I'm not here to not bring confusion. I'm here for confusion because confusion gonna wake you up. I'm gonna trick the world. So yeah, I'm a trickster. I'm the best trickster that ever lived, gang. I'm gonna go down in history as the biggest trickster that ever did this shit, right? Because I'm gonna trick the world into believing in themselves because they've been stupid and believing in everybody else. So yeah, I'm a trickster because I've been tricked, I've been fooled, I've been bamboozled, nigga. Who live in a trick? So when they call me a trick,
Well,
we all been tricked.
many spiritual philosophers who's interacted with you and different internet personalities alike have claimed that you are either demon possessed or you're tapped into a demon realm. Do you believe this?
Yeah, I'm a demon.
You are a demon or tapped into the demon realm?
Both. Listen, I'm gonna say this right. What people don't understand is this reality was created. All the 10 levels of heaven that they call it, this whole reality is 8 spiritual beings' idea of reality. Is their prison. Right? So anytime you get any information from any of this right here, you're getting it from one of them dimensional beings, and them dimensional beings fell from the darkness into the light. Listen, don't act like, oh man, fell into the darkness and the light is bad. Well, Jesus said, the light of this world is Satan, right? So the light, they didn't fall from the light. They fell from the dark to the light. It's the light. That's why you need eyes to see here.
Do you believe to see everything you need to see it visually, or do you need to see it spiritually with your connection?
Do a dog use their eyes? Do a cat use their eyes? How come my dog know you in that other room when he right here with me? Got senses. Listen, when you use your eyes, it's too late. I got a pop hood, right? He always told me to watch out. Watch what you see. He was good with his eyes until one day he got shot in him. I swear to mama. Listen, let me tell you this. By the time you see it with your eyes, it's too late, right? By the time you see it, it was already in his face, right? Listen, I don't think you understand. You gotta feel it. But everybody got their feelings wrapped up in other things, so they can't feel what they supposed to feel, right? So it ain't my fault, right? It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault.
Now, are you downloading?
What that mean? And everybody always say downloading and all this. I don't even know what that mean. I be kind of confused with that word, right? Because like, I know I'm a computer, right? And I know that a lot of people want to assume that they download information, but when you go to a computer, you can ask what you want to get, and then it come in. That don't happen to us. I'm possessed, like everybody else, right? Because listen, download, you get to choose what you want to get, right? When you go to the computer, you download something, you get to choose, right? But what come through this mind, I don't get to choose. I don't get a choice what to say. I just gotta say it. I'm a prophet of God. So whatever I say, let it be said. And everything I said bad came from me. And everything I said good came from God.
But if you're a demon, how are you channeling information from God?
God and the devil the same. A lot of people don't know. Listen, I'm gonna say this right. At the end of every painful situation, there's love, right? So that pain or that evil was a way of God to show you that He exists. So and when I say God, I want everybody to understand. I'm not talking about the creator, because the creator is different. When I talk about God, I'm talking about the devil, because they kind of like the same. A lot of people don't know they're the same.
Where do you have this basis that God and the devil is the same?
In the Bible, there's two different books: the Old Testament and the New Testament. One of them he was killing people, and the other one he was saving people. Right? Listen, just like Jesus. Jesus was in the Bible, but it was three different Jesuses in the Bible. Listen, one Jesus in the Bible, of course, immaculate conception. He was born out of nowhere. But it's another Jesus that Gabriel came to. And he entered Mary, and then Jesus came. But if you look up what that means sex. Right? That was two different Jesuses. And the third Jesus is when he came back and they killed him. But a lot of people don't understand this. But to understand this, you got to understand Abraham, right? Because Abraham is the father of it, right? But you got to understand that everybody confused, because you have to check the religions of every religion, the books of every book, because things, and a lot of people think things were taken out to hide it from people. No! Nobody tried to trick nobody. Everybody tried to help somebody. Things was taken out because they was too far and unbelievable. Just couldn't believe it. But guess what? One man garbage is the next man treasure. So, people understood it. They put it in a book. Right? Nobody trying to trick nobody. Everybody in the world trying to figure it out. But that's the problem. Don't try to figure it out. It's already figured out. Listen, let me tell you this. God didn't need no help when he made this world. Right? And I'm talking about the God that made this world. But let's go further. The creator didn't need no help when he made God. Everybody put everything separate, but everything is one. That's what I'm on. Deep.
So, which religion do you think has the closest basis that aligns with your beliefs?
No, no. Listen, let me say this, right? Every religion was true. The only thing that make religion bad is people, right? Because let me tell you this, right? If God was an ocean and I took a cup and I dipped the cup in the ocean and I came back and showed you this, say, hey, this here is God. Only one cup, only one drop. Everything that God is. And that's what people got. See, God is so beautiful, you can get a piece of him and you think you got a whole thing. Because he breaks himself down and put himself into everything. So every religion is real. But people never, ever do what the religion say. They just love the religion. Who in church do what the fuck the church say? Nobody. What Muslim do what the Muslim book say? Nobody. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. The satanic religion is good. A lot of people don't know. Listen, that's why the same person that wrote the Bible wrote that one too. Because God is one and the same. A lot of people don't know.
So, what beliefs in the satanic religion do you see to be good?
Oh, no, listen, listen. Listen. Remove your mind of good and evil. Have a plain field, just a black canvas. Look at intentions. And to prove this, I'm going to say this. It's a child. He's being kidnapped. You go in. You kill the person that got her to save her. Are you wrong or right?
You're right.
Right. But to the family of that man who wasn't known as a kidnapper, who was known probably as a loving husband, are you right or you wrong? Yeah. So it get deep, right? That's what people understand. People don't understand. They put too much. They put too much into being right or being wrong. When that can flip easily based on the person's idea of what's right and wrong. So you can't worry about that. See, that's the problem in life, and that was causing stress, right? Because everybody's worried about what can happen or what might happen, and nothing has happened yet. Listen, I don't think people understand you make it happen, so whatever you worry about will fucking happen. But people don't look at it that way, all right? But I'm gonna say this, just so everybody can understand. Right and wrong is the same, and they both come from God. The wrong way was only lead you the right way. That's what mama. And the right way is to lead you the wrong. Because to lead this dimension, you got to feel both. That a lot of people don't know.
Now, you recently just stated that you get your connections and you say what comes to your mind. You say that if it's bad, it's from you. If it's good, it's from God.
Yeah.
How do you know to trust what you are downloading?
Oh, listen, that's the thing. Everybody want to worry about trust. I trust in God. Listen, God never put more on you than you can bear. Right? So I'm going to say this, right? My intentions are pure, right? Every breath I breathe is for the creator because I'm a prophet, right? So everything that I do, I consider it to be good. But all the good that I do gonna hurt somebody that's bad. So that's what I'm saying. I only can do what I'm told to do. Let me tell you this, right? If I'm called to be the person to kill you right now, after this interview, in the name of God, I'm the man for the job. But I'm also called to feed you after this over. I'm the man for the job. Think I don't choose. I just fucking do. All right? So they don't tell him if it's good or bad when it comes from God. Just know that it's coming from him. Because sometimes he do bad to make you do good. But people don't know.
Now, these connections that you make, It's been speculated that some believe that you may be an individual that utilizes drugs as a catalyst to make this connection.
Come on, gang. Look, everybody use drugs as a catalyst. Look, let me tell you this, right? Did you know that the Mayans, and everybody knows this, the Mayans, and they like, okay, who's the Mayans? What were they doing? But they did something very special. And a lot of people at home, they drink liquor, but they don't understand when they drink liquor, they start getting smart. They don't know why they get smart. They don't know how they get smart. But that's what the Mayans did, right? A lot of people don't know this. They took the liquor, they drunk it so much until they threw up. The moment they threw up, they scooped it up and they drank it. And after they drank it, go to the next round. Because everybody looking for a time machine, but you travel through your mind. The only time you need a time machine is when your mind is too weak to travel. All right? But listen, even the liquor that we use now is poison. Listen, they use grapes and natural stuff from the earth, and they didn't get liver damage. All right, they didn't have a problem with their liquor. All they did was drunk all day. They lived to be 1,000. So it ain't the liquor. It's the chemicals they put in the liquor, just like the tobacco. Did you know right now that in Africa, they use tobacco for healing? They don't get cancer, right? Did you know that, I'm just gonna keep it real. They even took the mushrooms, took the stuff off the mushrooms, see what it does, extracted that from it, added their chemicals to it, put it in the pill and give it to you, right? They want to give you stepped on shit. Everything you get is stepped on, right? But if you get it straight from the source, then it's good, right? That's why I say everything's like a double-headed sword. I don't think you get that part.
So for scholars who base their opinions off of what they've read and they've researched and they're regurgitating it, do you regurgitate information that you've researched?
I don't research. Because if I research, then I gotta depend on my brain and my memory. And they don't work for me too well. Listen, I can't remember shit. So this is what I believe. I believe a lot of people that read and research, they're good, right? Them people, they can do what they do. But my brain, and well, everybody watching this brain, is not made to remember, right? So I don't research, right? Because what you got to understand about research is the moment you research it and you damn sure you know exactly what it is, it changed, right? So research is not good, but what's good is to have the knowledge and know what it is when it changed. So if you're going to research one thing, you better research everything around it too, and then know what to do when it changed, because everything changed. That's why you can't believe in the scholar, right? Because that information, it was for that time. It's for that period. It's for that moment. But things keep changing. Listen, every time the fall comes, but not the same fall that came last time, but everybody still got the same coat. Every time the rain falls, it's different rain, right? Some places it rains fish. A lot of people don't know, all right? But people don't understand a lot of things that happen because they're not understanding that the world is bigger than their eyes can see. Remember in the beginning, that's why I was telling you about the eyes. By the time you see it, it's too late. A lot of people don't know. It's the Lord. Hallelujah. Amen.
Now, Drewski recently did a skit where he was mocking the church.
Oh, there ain't no skit.
It's not a skit.
No, it's real. Listen, I'm gonna say this, right? When have you known a church to do something different than that? But listen, let me say this. Everybody is mad when you put their reality in their face. When they gotta look at it. Listen, when I gotta look at who I am and make me mad, when you mirror me and make me mad, listen, the only thing that kill people right now is silence. You know why?
Why is that?
Because it mirror. Right? So every time somebody see themselves, it automatically make them frustrated. Right? You notice that? Because if you be silent, they say this, right? If you smack somebody, silent to them, it gives the same effect to the human brain. A lot of people don't know. Right? So what Drewski doing, he's showing a reality that everybody been playing with for a long time. It's time to stop playing. Fuck the church. Listen, only time you seen Jesus in the church when he was kicking over the tables. Listen, I'm not going to say fuck the church because the church is beautiful, right? We love the church, right? But the church is possessed. Remember I told you about possessions, right? The church is possessed by the demons. Church. That's why all the hoes got that good white pussy in the church. Pussy. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Listen, I'm gonna say this right, and everybody know this. Listen, and I don't want to sound like I hate the church. I love the church. My grandma was a pastor, and I love my grandma, and I love the church. I love good old Sunday morning, and I love Easter, and I love Christmas, but I don't love a fucking lie. Right? All them was rituals. It was another man's idea. And how can I develop my brain if all my concepts came from another man's idea, right? But the idea is that I hold on to his ideas until I die. And the moment I die, I realize what I should have realized before I died, that I only had me, right? And that be the part that a lot of people can't understand. And that be the part that a lot of us don't want to understand. Because who the fuck want to be alone? Listen, I'm going to say this. Cure for everybody in the world to be healthy, to be well, to be wealthy. But to do it, it takes 40 days and 40 nights alone. Wilderness. Who the fuck can do that?
Now, when you speak about the 40 days and the 40 nights,
yeah,
it comes to mind what happened with Noah's Ark. Do you think that that was an allegory for a metaphor for being alone so that way he was able to find himself, or do you think he literally went through?
Oh, no. God can't tell you. He got to show you. Listen, he showed you, but then people, days, how long did it last? And then they recorded. And then after everybody recorded, like, damn, it takes 40 days. Because everybody did it. Or 40 years. Somebody was in the wilderness for 40 years. But it's always 40, right? But listen, let me say this, right? That's what we do, right? And that's what is good to do. That's how the 40 come in different shapes and different sizes. You don't understand till it's that moment. That's why it's not good to hold on to no idea. Because now you can see the beauty of that 40 days, even in 40 years, right? Because you're going to see they both are 4 and 0, and then time doesn't exist, right? So they always just a sign. Everything is a sign of symbols for the conscious mind, but the problem is nobody is conscious. Nobody in the world is conscious. Everybody walking around dead. Jesus said that the dead bury the dead. That's how you know. Everybody dead. Sad, but it's true.
So where do you think sentience lies in this if no one has a consciousness?
Oh, I didn't say nobody has a consciousness. Nobody using it. Listen, let me tell you this, right? Did you know that I had a friend, good friend of mine. He died when he was 35. But I seen him every day. But I ain't really seen him since he was 10. When he was 10 years old, he was watching something. I won't say what it is. I don't want nobody else to watch it. The moment he watched it, something went through his eyes. When it went through his eyes, it hijacked his body. He was never him from that day. But moments before, and listen, you look this up, they'll tell you this. You know, people say, hey, before he died, he was acting different. It's like it wasn't even him. He looked different. No, you got confused. It wasn't him the whole time. Before he died, he came back because the soul leave the body 2 days before it tricked you into death. Like, you already know you gone. And then you come back. That's why I say people always get to change it before they die. He just started being real good before he died. He just started doing that. Because once they know they tricked you into a hole, on to the next person. So everybody possessed. And the sad part about it is, you never know who it is. It could be the same person. It could be me. I can be here talking to you right now. I can leave and come back a different person in the same body. And you won't know it till the gun come out.
Now, is this a form of astral projection, or is just
Listen, I don't think you understand. Astral projection and possession is two different things. Everybody can do both, right? But everybody in the world is possessed. I'm gonna tell you this, right? You ever gave somebody something and they was mad and then they start feeling mood just changed? They possessed. Soon as you hand it to them, they possessed. You ever made somebody, did somebody get really mad, angry? Both feelings, they both possess. The only way you know a person is not possessed when they always the same, right? If you give them something, thank you, appreciate it. You make them mad, thank you, appreciate it. They not possessed. And listen, possession is having control of your emotions. That means you're not possessed. When you lose control of your emotions, like we were saying earlier, when you don't align them and you let them control you, you're not possessed. Who in the world not moving off their feelings? Everybody in the world says, that's how I feel. So everybody in the world possessed. A lot of people don't know. That's what's deep about it, right? And it's just part of the human brain that's sad but true, right? Because like a lot of people that's living nowadays don't know that they possess, right? Because they had their memories. You still have your memories, but you don't have control of your body, right? People do say, I don't know why I did that. Because their reaction time is slow. Because you kick in too slow. Because you are fully possessed. A lot of people, it don't kick in. I know niggas that'll kill you, pow, 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 pow. Never think about it. It never kick in. The real you never kick in. So the whole time you possessed by this lower level entity that we all know and call the devil. But if that same entity can take over the same body, but in a good way, them two entities gotta be connected. God and devil the same.
now you're speaking about possessions that happen into a living creature. Do you believe that energy can be possessed and harnessed inside of objects?
It's a problem with energy, right? Everybody knows that energy don't die. It just transfers. But what we can't figure out is if that energy is conscious. What it do, right? Listen, these are questions that oh, there's no way that nobody in the world should be leaving in one man fucking idea. One man book. Why? When there's so many different possibilities, how could one person be smarter? To get out of this, we gotta all collectively come together. But there's a big problem with that. Very big problem. It's this assimilation. If this assimilation, if we all wake up, that means game over. Let nobody play. Who gonna stay in a boring assimilation? Nobody. And if we go black, that means we never existed. So what was better? The assimilation or forever darkness? I don't know. That's what I've been trying to figure out.
Now, there's a lot of belief that your cup holds a lot of dark and negative energies.
Oh, my cup got power. And it's dark energy for sure, because you can't see it. But dark energy is good. Because dark energy is stronger than the light. Listen, light energy, devil energy. A lot of people don't know. People say, oh, walk in the light. Oh, man, I love the light. But the only thing that can trap the light or defeat the light is dark. A lot of people don't know. Listen, in space, it's the sun. There's energy around that sun, and it's bright. But beyond the sun, it's darkness. And there's more energy there than in the sun. So yeah, I'm dark.
If the sun is no longer in existence, energy would not be able to spread
Oh, that's
throughout
not.
the galaxy.
The sun didn't create its own power. The sun, listen, the sun was created by different darkness. Listen, so in the darkness, everything it mixed together. Gases, protons, all kind of other shit mixed together for billions and billions of years, and then boom, the sun was created. Right? So that's what I'm saying. That's why it says in the Quran that the God created itself in triple darkness, and they worship that rock that fell from the sun. A lot of people know they worship the sun. A lot of people know. Right? When you speak, let's be on a level we don't want to disrespect anybody's religion, because everybody's religion, everybody believes the truth, right? But they don't understand that it's more to it, right? It's like when you go to school, even though school is programmed, when you get out of 12th grade, you still got more to go. Right? And you continue school for a long time. Those people understand life is school. And everybody want to get a degree and put something in their chest and say, I got it, I'm a scholar. But you can never be a scholar as long as you're still in this body. A lot of people don't know.
So, what do you believe happens in the afterlife?
It's sad that you don't get it. Afterlife. After what? After this? Nigga, you already dead. Listen, you was never created, and you can never end as long as the simulation keep going. But the moment it does, then Buddha, Jesus, and Confucius gonna find out just how conscious this energy is facing the real creator. See if he happy with all this. To be continued.
Do you have a fear of facing the creator?
Oh my God. I don't have no fear. Listen, let me say this. Fear is an antenna. You're supposed to use your fear, right? So when my fear comes, I know it's something that should be feared, but should be understood more than it's feared, right? Fear is a teacher, right? And to understand fear is to understand the creator. I understand that we all believe that one day we will meet the creator. But the creator put so many loopholes between me and him, or me and her, or me and it, that the only way to truly find it is within. Because I'm gotta be decoded with it. Listen, this is what I mean. If you want to find out who killed somebody, you search the scene. You're not gonna go search outside the murder scene to figure out who killed the person. So if you want to know who the creator is, search his creation, which is the body. Right? So no, I ain't scared. Listen, if I had one wish.
Now, you've previously stated that
I wish the world will go back underwater.
why is that?
Need to restart. Right? A lot of people don't know. Right? Listen, one thing is good when the world restart because it start with one person, and one person can do a lot. Did you know that if I lived in this house, say 10 of us lived in here, and I meditated frequently every day, it would affect everybody in the house? My mind will send out a radiation that can help everybody else. Black a lot. I wear black so I can absorb the energy that comes in my house and I can release it through my meditation. So everybody that come in here, I help without helping.
Now, do you wear a mask to mask emotions or to protect and shield yourself?
Everybody wear a mask. You wear a mask when you go home. You're gonna play boyfriend, right? Your wife gonna wear a mask as soon as you walk in the door. She gonna play wife, right? Listen, your kids gonna wear a mask as soon as they see you. They gonna play kids, right? I'm gonna say this: it ain't about wearing a mask. It's about knowing which mask to wear, right? Because people get confused. They wear the same mask for too many years and they stuck in the same situation. But you gotta know when to change that mask. I told you before, God wear many masks. So if you want to be like God, you gotta have different masks. A lot of people don't. God ain't never the same.
So, if God and devil are the same,
They're the same.
how do you differentiate between whose voice you're hearing?
You don't. Here's the thing. You just know by your attention. See, listen, everybody is blessed with attentions, and your attentions set you on a frequency to where you either connect with God or the devil. But they got the same number. A lot of people know they have the same number. So you can call on the devil and it could be God. You can call on God and it could be the devil. The only thing that differentiates the two is your attentions. They both smart as a bitch. They both get you wealthy. Right? The only way to distinguish which one you're talking to is you. What don't you get? They got the same number. That's the same line. Mr. Telephone Man, is something wrong with my line? When I dial my baby's number, I get a click every time. That will happen when you call the wrong God, right? The human version. Because listen, every human don't die. A lot of people know. But they know how to go through different dimensions. So by the reason that they don't die, they come here and they get worshipped as gods. A lot of people don't know this game.
So, for those who have a godlike complex, is that someone that is possessed and to believe in they are like God, or is it someone that is trying to compete against God?
First of all, you got to be possessed to believe you like God, to become God. Because everything happened from your beliefs. But long as your beliefs to be God, you don't have bad intentions. Listen, if your belief to be God, you have bad intentions, you're not God, you're the devil. You're the other side of God. They both are God. Right? They both do the same thing that a God would do. So people get confused to understand that which one you worship to, it depends on your attention. That's why it could be a church full of people listening to the same pastor, but all praying to different gods in the same congregation. Amen.
So, you said you grew up loving the church.
I still love the church.
So, when did you have that switch that church wasn't for you anymore?
No, I never had a switch. Listen, right now, if I go to Texas, I'm going to Pastor Eli Church, right? Because listen, I understand the message is in the church. The church is not going to baffle my brain. I'm not going to give them nothing in the collection plate, right? I'm not going to do that, right? I'm only going to help if I see a need to help. And that need got to come from the Creator, got to come from God. That means when they ask me for it, I got to have it in my pocket in exact change, right? If it ain't an exact change when you ask me for it, it ain't for you, right? I'm fucked up. I'm kind of weird, but I understand. But you can't trick me, right? So I'm not afraid of the church. I don't hate the church. I love the church. I hate the pastor, right? Because the pastor the one gonna lie to you. The pastor one gonna tell you that you gotta wait, die to go see God, right? Why he gonna tell you that? Why he ain't gonna tell you that you can talk through the same channel that he talked to? Because he talked to God for real, but you don't know which God he talking to, because there's many. But he get the information from somewhere, because that good old information, they talk good. Talk to the soul real good. Vibration, frequency, everybody know how to do it. Thank you, God. Amen. Lord. Everybody know how to do it. And frequency alone make you say, what a pastor at. They don't do it at that pitch for no reason. It was taught.
So, what do you think that pitch is for?
It's the same reason I use it for, the same reason you use it for. Listen, it's the only way that we can try to understand what God is saying through vibration, right? But I'm not saying nothing is wrong with it. I'm saying they got a gift from God, but I'm saying their intentions is poor. So was that gift from God or not? Of course, but it was hijacked by a person's intentions. Gotta understand what I'm telling you. See, you gotta understand that what I'm telling you is that this world that we live in, you have a choice to be God or the devil, but either one you choose, it's the same. That's what I've been trying to figure out how.
Have you made any discoveries on figuring that out?
Yeah, I figured it out already. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, right? So this reality that we live in, all right, God said, let us create man in our image. Who's he talking to? What was he talking in the first place? Right? The beings that he was talking to, that Sophia created this realm, created heaven, created hell, right? Created everything here. And to them, it's the perfect reality. And though it is, right? Who don't love the earth? It's beautiful. Everybody love it here. That's why simulations stay here for so long, because we love it here. Listen, we love it here. But here's the tricky part. Here's the part that Babel, even a genius. How? And when I say how, I'm not speaking in the terms of how the book was created. We know how the book was created, how they get the thoughts. We know how we get the thoughts. We get them from here. We don't get them from here. Okay, we know that. We know everything, but how and where the fuck are we? Do anybody got the coordinates of Earth? The exact point of where we are in the galaxy. Have anybody figured it out yet? No. No. And that's the scary part, right? Because no matter what we figure out inside the game, we don't know what the fuck is outside it. And we don't know where the fuck we located at. How far are we from the creator? How many different realities and human simulations have been created? And how do you get through all levels? Listen, I got the answer. Stop playing. Everybody think awareness is holding on to memory. Awareness is holding on to the moment and understanding that in that moment, Jesus could save you. If the right person come up that believe in Jesus and touch your hand with the blood of Jesus, right? But in the right moment also, Jesus can kill you. Because you can beg for him and poof, you gone. Can't help you. Can't help you on the deathbed. Jesus can't help all them people with cancer. Jesus can't help you when you shot with a switch. Jesus can't help you when that light bill and the lights get cut off. Only person that can help you is you, right? And I think that is the part that hurts so bad, because who want to live here alone? It'll feel good to have somebody to depend on, somebody to lean on, something bigger than me that I know can walk with me. Like I say, walk through the sand and see two footsteps that because I carry. That's a beautiful story. But them two footsteps was your own. God ran off. But where did he go? Inside you. So did he run or did he not? No, he didn't run. He went inside you. He was on the outside so you could see how to move, teach you. So he used every situation in your life to teach you how to become a God. So did it all come from God or did it come from the devil? I say God and devil work together to make a beautiful world. Listen, I can prove it. I can prove it. In the Bible, God saw the devil, and God told the devil, go back to the earth and continue to cause mischief. Why? Why would he allow it? Because God understands it's always time to kill, and it's always time to heal.
So, what is this point of all the lessons that we go through in our lifetime if God and the devil are the same?
Ain't no point. There ain't no point in this. The only point is awareness. Listen, looking for clues, you looking for points, you looking for too much. Let me tell you why. Only reason all that shit was stacked on top of each other because your ass couldn't get it. You only got to see one thing. The one thing that brought you into realization, the one thing that woke you up, whether that's Christianity, whether that's Judaism, whether that's Christianity, whether that's a Muslim, all you have to look at is what woke you up and continue to believe in that, and you'll find the base reality. Because every reality is not the base reality. But every reality you travel through your mind. So all of them you can have experiencing of while you planet here on this earth.
So if you say when you wake up,
Right.
it sounds that you are describing being woke. What does woke mean to you?
Listen, everybody want to use woke as like saying that I'm smarter than you or that you sleep and I'm woke. Listen, I just want to clarify that everybody sleep if we all stuck in this body. I can't get out this body. I can't go see the creator and say, yo, what's going on? Now, nobody can. No matter how much they tell you, they can astral project. Everybody can astral project, but nobody can go as far as to the creator. Because nobody know what he look like. Nobody know what he sound like. Everybody talk to his minion. Listen, Big Homie CG just said it. In the Bible, they said, listen, I will do your bidding for you. So they were saying that I will go do your bidding to the creator if you worship me. So that means that everybody, including me, including you, we looking for God, but God is hiding in the dark. And can't nobody see in the dark. Where the fuck will you hide? If you was God, keep it real. If you didn't want nobody to see you, where will you be? But I don't think people understand that part, right? Because like Jesus said it clearly. Jesus said that the prince of this world, the shining bright of this world, is Satan. But Satan and the devil is different. It should be confusing, gang. That's why you can't really go on the outside. You got to go within. And everybody always talk about ancient, like ancient texts and all that stuff. There's no such thing as ancient texts. There's no such thing as that. Because like everybody think it is, but there's no such thing as time. So what I'm saying is that everything is ancient and still happening now and was happening then. It's steady been happening. But people described it differently, wrote it down differently. You get what I'm saying? Because they was doing energy and frequency. We doing energy and frequency now. Certain things that they did build, we know exactly how they built them. But to tell you would be what would they call it? Against national security, right? Just to tell you how certain things were made is against national security. Because like the government can't risk the fact that the normal society will have the ability of creating their own food, their own source of income. So then what would you need a government for? You wouldn't need them, right? But on the flip side of that, for the people that don't understand, for the people that's like children's, they need the government, right? Because without the government, they wouldn't survive. So I'm just saying, so on the flip side of the coin, the government is needed for those that need the government. But for those who don't need the government, you don't need the government. So there's nothing wrong with the government. Because listen, understand the government and why Jesus said do when you're at Rome, do what the Romans do. He was trying to let you understand. You got to understand about the laws of energy and how they move, so you can understand the earth. So you understand, follow the laws here, and then you can follow the laws of other places. So everybody, all these laws, and no, these laws, they're here for a reason. Like, listen, I can't tell you when it's gonna snow. I can't tell you when it's gonna rain. I can't tell you when it's gonna do none of that, like I told you before. Right? But I'm saying that you have to understand the law. You have to understand how to be you in all situations. Right? So I got to understand that. Right? So when you're in Rome, do what the Romans do. There's nothing wrong with that because I'm still me. I'm still leaving my stamp wherever I go. But people think something wrong with that. People think like if you go in your mama's house, you don't smoke. You go outside and smoke. It's respect. Right? But you're still smoking. You're still doing what it is that you do. Right? But it'd be something wrong if you just didn't smoke at all. If you just didn't find a way to smoke. Because my mama said don't smoke in the house. What you mean I can't smoke? I'm still going to do what I'm trying to do, but though I'm not going to disrespect you while I do it. Now that's God. God know how to live with everything accordingly without interrupting nothing. That's God. A lot of people don't know that. You don't got to interrupt nothing. So we can all live together without interrupting nothing. It's as simple as that. But who can do that? Who can do that? That's why I was trying to tell people there's only one way to say the kids is kill all the parents. Because listen, I'm gonna say this. If a kid was never ever was exposed to pain, never exposed to lower frequencies, never exposed to jealousy, then it will grow up never feeling those. The only thing it will ever feel is love, and then that child will be okay without no traditional learning system. We need a traditional learning system. Because without all the traditional learning system does, if you pay attention to it, it teaches you to have what? Morals and principles. To tell the truth, don't lie. That's all it really teach you. It teach you to understand order, understand this go here, that go there, right? And you learn that through love. And that gets you a long way, right? Understanding what things go and what things can be, you can run $1 billion company just off that information alone. So it ain't about knowledge. It's about knowing what to do with the knowledge when you get it.
For a world without just for children, how do you know if a cycle wouldn't perpetuate and start all over?
Listen to me. A world without no parents that can instill those emotions that I previously stated into a child will be ideal, is what I'm saying. And with that being ideal, the only way to do that is to kill the parents. But here's the problem. You kill the parents, you bring in another parent, then the child feel pain. So either way it's bad. So what I just tried to teach you was something that's very, very, very serious. When it's broke, it ain't no fixing it. You gotta rebuild it. You gotta start over.
See that I also have a question of why you have not battery for your fire alarm.
Listen, that's funny. A lot of people say that in the content. They say that, but listen, I replace it a lot of times. But I'm convinced that whatever we do here, it just may keep going off. A lot of smoke, right? Because listen, if you went outside and you go and you saw your breath through the smoke of the air, just make it so you can see the chemicals, emotions in the room. So you know what I do? If I sit in this room, somebody mad, I suck in all the air that I can, breathe it in, and blow it back out with love. And then the whole room will change. Because I understand that people itself, you know how the cars drive and the stuff out, they spitting it out all day. But us, we can clear the air from inhaling the toxins and releasing it through our mouth. A lot of people don't know this, man. So you don't help a person by engaging, you help a person by cleaning the air and getting them peace to their mind. And then having them come in that environment. And then when they walk in, they start acting different. For real, man. There's a lot of stuff that a lot of people, they want to call it voodoo, they want to call it witchcraft, but they want to call it whatever they want to call it. Jesus did it.
Take communion as a form of a ritual?
Everything is a ritual. Listen, I say anything you do consistently is a ritual. I say anything and everything is a ritual, right? But a lot of people put too much emotion in words. What I mean by that, they're gonna say a ritual is bad, but the church, Christmas is a ritual, Thanksgiving is a ritual, right? Again, I tell you, it's not the ritual, it's the attention. I mean, this is bottom line. The attention behind a man or behind a woman is always the problem. It's never the problem, right? It's like the problem is only the perfect place to find the solution.
Thank you for your time today and for your kind words of wisdom.
No, listen, I appreciate this. This was one of the ones to where, like, you let me be myself. You asked a lot of questions. I know, like, you probably don't believe shit I say it, but the thing is, you let me speak from the devil. Right? You let the devil have a voice today, and he appreciated
Absolutely.
it.